What's going on YouTube? Fesify Media. Let's dive straight into this video. So Drake, why does he get called a culture vulture amongst the UK scene? We're going to dive into his history and take a look at some examples of features he's had and if he's done good for the UK in terms of his approach to features and the stuff he's done here, or he's a culture vulture taken from the scene and just using us to his advantage and growing himself in the British scene. Let's get into it. Now, first of all, the words everyone uses when they talk about Drake leeching off the UK scene, they say a culture vulture. When we Google culture vulture, what does it actually mean? What does culture vulture mean? I put in Google, it says a culture vulture is a person who adopts something from a different community and makes it their own. As a white person living in the United States, enjoys some of the things that an African American community has given to this country. Rap music, for example, originated in the black community. So I guess what people are saying is Drake comes into the UK's culture and adopts the style and uses it to his advantage to sell music and grow his fan base here. To answer this question, we first got to look at how Drake got his introduction into the UK, and one of the first people he listened to, believe it or not, is straight out of Brixton, Sneakbo. He found him on the internet and was talking about a jet ski wave on Twitter.
We just talk about Sneaky, otherwise known as Agassi, because that's what his mum calls him. Right? He was like, when you tweeted him, do you know the biggest joke when you did it? Everybody in the game just went, oh my God, what the hell is going on here? And all the established rappers in this country, there was, not naming no names, some people weren't happy. I've got to be honest with you, when you did that, I'm on a jet ski, Sneaky, what's up? You're in Amsterdam or something, right? What do you know about Sneakbo? How was somebody like you, like seriously, I was so surprised. I was like, really? Yeah. Like, how would you find out about him?
On London gangs, and you know, when you go on YouTube, there's all these videos at the side like recommend or associated. So I just started clicking through videos, and I saw this guy, and he had his hoodie on and his glasses, and he was with his boys, and what I loved was he was rapping over dance hall beats. And I plugged the computer up to the big speakers and I turned it loud, and I was like, whoa, like I couldn't believe the pockets that he was finding and the consistency of his flows and just the choices that he was making, and I became very, very intrigued with this character.
And of course, Giggs is one of the early guys he listened to as well, which has got a close relationship with him and Skepta. So it seems that Drake first found out about the UK scene, how literally all of us did, just scrolling through the internet and finding videos and listening to the songs on the internet. I mean, if you was even earlier than Drake, you might remember Bluetooth or even CDs. Those were the good old days in the UK rap scene. Alright, so first let's talk about what Drake has done for the UK, then I'll talk about after why people call him a culture vulture. I've got to give Drake respect first because this list actually could be quite long, but I'm going to talk about the most notable stuff in my opinion. The first thing was the Sneakbo tweet. In Amsterdam on a jet ski wave, word to Sneaky. This was big for the UK. He wasn't really showing love to a lot of the other rappers. Sneakbo was one of the biggest at the time. He was blowing up in Brixton, and to see Drake show his support was crazy. I'm not sure if he knew him before Skepta or knew of Skepta before, but this is one of the first things that really had an impact on the UK. Everyone was shocked when he tweeted him. Next is coming out of rappers' shows. From a Giggs show to Skepta show to even Section Boys, he was supporting a lot of the rappers when he was in the UK by turning up at their shows or letting them come out at his as well. Next up, and I think it's the most important thing, is of course Drake's features with UK artists. Of course, Drake remixed one of Dave's early tracks, Wanna Know. That was a good song. And of an album, he had Giggs and Skepta on it. First, he had the song with Giggs called KMT. And he had the song with Skepta called Interlude. And of course, on the WizKid song not too long ago, a couple of years ago, Drake and Skepta were both on that. And more recently, Drake had the feature with Heady One. Now we're going to talk about his support for platforms as well. Of course, Drake has had a behind bars on Link Up TV. Drake has also had a fire in a booth. And Drake actually brought back Top Boy. Top Boy was shut off by all networks, and Drake managed to pull a deal together where it's put on Netflix. He also helped with that. Drake has actually done quite a few things to help the UK rap scene. So why does he still get called a culture vulture? One of the main things will be Drake adopting some of the UK slang into his own music without the UK artists on there, but naturally he may have just been inspired or been around these artists a lot, so it got put into his music on a natural basis. And someone called Cass said on Twitter, English ends hating on Drake for copying UK slang. But UK slang comes from Jamaica, but no one's ready for that convo. Another criticism of Drake is using whoever is a hot UK artist to promote his new clothing drops. Before he had AJ Tracy promote his new clothing, and then recently had Central C on a new drop as well. A lot of people say he just uses them to promote his clothing in the UK. But of course the obvious argument to that is that Drake is a household name in the UK as well, and all across the world, so you don't really need these UK artists. But it's because he don't make songs with them, but still on a business level, of course they promote his clothing when they drop pictures. But when Drake posts it, it gives them the limelight as well, because he's got such a big following online. The UK rapper Giggs was interviewed on Hip Hop DX and asked whether he thinks Drake's a culture vulture or not. He went on to say Drake and his OVO camp are not culture vultures because they are really into various forms of music outside of hip hop. There was a time where the Scorpion rapper caught Giggs by surprise bumping old cassettes by the legendary Jamaican dancehall sound system Stone Love. Yeah, no, they love music, man, proper. The same way man loves music, they love music. They listen to all types of music. Sometimes I'll see them chilling in the room after they're watching freestyle battles, you get me? Gigs continued, or after a show I'll walk in the room and Drake's running an old school Stone Love cassette. I'll be like, what do you know about them bad man tunes? He'll say, hit me, I'm telling you. And I've got to say, for the most part, I agree with Giggs. I think Drake takes a lot of inspiration out of the UK and is not trying to culture vulture. He wouldn't do things outside the box like bring back Top Boy.
And then Drake watched it, which was weird, and kind of we woke up one day, saw all this press over it, and you know, he'd posted and he had a picture of me and another actor in the show on his Instagram. Wow. And then that kind of spiraled into kind of us DMing each other, and then that kind of turned into him asking about when's the show coming back, and I said it's been cancelled, and he was like, well, we'll see about that. And like, you know, cut to like a year and a half later, came back to the table with a deal.
And he even brought out Jay Huss after he come out of jail.
Okay. So look, London, I love sharing special moments with all of you, you know. And I know this whole night is a special moment, but these are the type of things in my career that I'm just blessed to even be a part of. And this is something I wanted to make happen for the whole week. And I'm just glad that I can make it happen with this group of people in this building, because y'all been going crazy all night. So if anybody's sitting down right now, I need you to stand up, because we're about to celebrate one of our brothers tonight. I'm ready, if y'all ready, let's go!
Comment below what you guys think on Drake's influence with the UK scene, and also if we hit this video to 1,000 likes, then I'll be doing a Drake full documentary and talk about his whole upbringing and whole story. Subscribe with the notification bell. Peace out.